Good morning, I'm Charles Lejano. This is One News Now. Researchers from the University of the Philippines said the total number of COVID-19 cases in the country may increase up to 375,000 by the end of September. In its latest case projection, the OCTA research team said over 100,000 additional coronavirus cases may be logged until month end. The research team noted the decreasing trend in the number of fresh cases in the metro in recent weeks. They also cited the low reproduction rate of new cases, as well as improving hospital utilization rates. But despite all indicators showing that the country is headed in the right direction in its COVID-19 response, the experts are saying that the public still has to be cautious. They added that the number of new cases may be declining, but we have yet to flatten the curve. Because of this, the OCTA team is not yet recommending a shift to MGCQ in Metro Manila. They said we have to continue what we're doing until the number of new cases is down to just double digits. Meanwhile, the OST Secretary Fortunato Dela Peña says the World Health Organization's solidarity trial for the coronavirus vaccine may start in October. Speaking on One News' The Chiefs, Dela Peña also announced that there are at least 5 independent companies looking to conduct clinical vaccine trials in the Philippines. However, the Secretary explained that it will take about 3 to 6 months before the WHO can roll out approved vaccines. This means that the earliest time to receive vaccines would be by the second quarter of 2021. Although for De La Peña, it's better to be safe than sorry.
Ewan ko lang kung merong private company na mabilis at hindi na magdadaan sa clinical trial dito. Pero kung ako tatanungin, mas mahalaga, mas mabuting magdaan sa clinical trial sa Pilipinas para alam natin kung ano epekto sa Pilipino. Kasi ang bakuna pwede rin magkakaibang epekto sa iba't ibang ethnic groups.
In the same interview, De La Peña also rued the slashed budget of the Science Department for 2021. He revealed that the lack of funding means they cannot pursue new important projects, including nuclear medicine development for cancer patients. But De La Peña insisted the Virology Institute will proceed as planned.
Pero yung sa Virology Institute, dalawang bahagi ang budget noon. Yung infrastructure ay ang balita sa amin, wala nga doon sa aming budget pero mare-reflect daw doon sa National Capital Infrastructure Program, makakasama sa Build sa DPWH. Yun namang parang pang-umpisa ng research, binigyan kami ng around 300 million na bago. Kasama yun doon sa nadagdag na budget.
House Appropriations Chairperson Eric Yap has raised concerns over the alleged mismanagement of government-owned People's Television Network, or PTV. During the budget briefing of the PCOO, Yap questioned why a production assistant who doesn't have the required managerial experience is currently handling PTV's news department.
Ang sa akin lang po, tingnan niyo po yung mga previous mistakes natin. Tulad nun in-air na lang yung wrong picture ni Aguinaldo instead of Bonifacio. Tapos yung mga maling nagagawa. Bakit po ba meron naman tayong tao na mga iba galing ABS-CBN, bakit hindi natin silang gamitin yung mas may experience mag-manage kesa po sa production assistants? Bakit po? Dahil malakas po siya kay Yusek Rocky Ignacio?
PCOO Secretary Martin Andanar said the PTV general manager is now seeking qualified personnel and officials who can help her run the network. But Andanar said major decisions such as pay hikes fall under the sole jurisdiction of the PTV board. This after Yap also lamented the plight of cameramen and other employees of the TV station.
No hazard pay or overtime pay given po sa mga ito. Ni wala rin nga pong vitamin C. Wala rin allocation ng face mask, face shield.
We'll be back with more stories after a quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. Just this morning, the Transportation Department activated the Subic Bay Freeport as the second crew change hub outside Metro Manila. Jenny Dongon is reporting to us live from Subic, Zambales to give us the latest details. Jenny, good morning. Tell us about this positive development for our seafarers.
Yes, Charles, good morning. 5 outgoing seafarers of MV Dapping Star from China are the first to benefit from the newly opened crew change hub here in Subic Bay Freeport, following the government's commitment with the Green Lane protocol and to address the global demand for seafarers. Authorities have opened up ports as crew change hubs. These hubs will primarily benefit seafarers who are stranded on board ships with expired or extended contract due to imposed travel restrictions amid the global health crisis. According to the United Filipino Seafarers, 30,000 seafarers are getting replaced by a new set every month. But this practice was stopped due to the pandemic. Over 80,000 Filipino seafarers are still stranded in their ships worldwide. That's why the Philippine government vowed to open more ports and to adhere to the IATF health protocols. All ports could have one-stop shop that provides RT-PCR testing booths, quarantine facilities, anchorage application, and customs and immigration procedures. As of the day, 3 crew change hubs have been activated by the Transport Department. The first one is in the Port of Manila, while the second one was opened last Saturday in the Port of Capinpin in Bataan. And in the coming months, the DOTr is eyeing to open the ports in Davao, Batangas, and Cebu for the seafarers. Charles.
All right, thanks for that, Jenny. Let's track back a bit. Could you tell us where exactly the crew members of the MV Dapping Star were headed and how long were they at sea?
Yes, Charles, this crew members is headed to China, but to how long they stay at the sea, we will find out later when the ship dock here in Subic Bay, Zambales.
All right, Jenny, you mentioned a one-stop shop for seafarers. Is this available at the Subic Bay Freeport?
Yes, Charles, before the IATF allows the activation of Subic Freeport for crew change, one-stop shop should be in place. The process will be after the disembarkation of the seafarers. They will immediately proceed to the one-stop shop building here in Subic to undergo PCR testing, documentation, and while waiting for the result, they will temporarily stay at the quarantine facility. Charles.
All right, thanks for that, Jenny. That was Jenny Dongon reporting live from Subic, Zambales. The Education Department will insist that classes resume on October 5 by hook or by crook. This despite several petitions calling on the agency to implement an academic freeze. One Change.org petition calling to cancel school for the academic year 2020 to 2021 went viral recently, garnering over 230,000 signatories as of latest count. But Education Secretary Leonor Briones says this number is negligible compared to the 24.3 million students enrolled for the upcoming school year. Briones adds that the declining number of new COVID cases in the Philippines is another good sign that the school year may proceed. In fact, Briones thinks certain areas in the country may already hold face-to-face classes.
So sa tingin ko lang, ito personal kong view dahil ang presidente naman ang mag-decide, it might be allowed in certain places like yung zero level places at saka yung very dramatic yung pagbaba ng kanilang numbers, it might be allowed kasi low risk assessment ang the rest of the country is low risk right now. It might be allowed, but in the yung tinatawag nating GCQ regions, palagay ko hindi pa rin natin yan papayagan. Ako mismo, I would not agree to that. Right. So it will be the president who will decide that.
And some good news for Meralco customers. The power distributor is once again lowering electricity rates in September as generation charges continue to drop. Meralco spokesman Joe Zaldariaga said the overall rate for a typical household decreased by as much as 8 pesos and 42 centavos per kilowatt hour. This means that a household consuming 200 kilowatt hours per month will see a 12 peso reduction in their September bill. This is the 5th straight month that Meralco reduced rates, which is also the lowest power rate that we've seen in 3 years. Saldariaga attributes the rate cut to its force majeure provision as well as reduced demand. For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. And you can also check out One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com, and you can stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. We are One News.